YouTube, what is going on, guys? Yo, so Yofonzz had texted me a couple days ago. He texted me, bro, we just dropped some heat. I don't know what you talking about. So, all right, so this is the video that I dropped a couple days ago. Missing man found after this haircut tutorial. I thought the title was pretty good as well. But then Yofonzz dropped some fire too. He paid me $100 to fix his hairline. Fun, hair transformation. That title's working because he got 64,000 views in 2 days, but the thumbnail, crazy. And I told him, as soon as I saw him, I'm like, bro, I gotta react to it. I have to. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna check out Yofonzz's haircut tutorial on how he fixed his hairline. That's an intimidating hairline. Is he gonna fix it? I don't know. Let's find out. Bro, what haircut did you have before?
Look, check this out. This is Desmond. Desmond is here for the first freaking time. All right, boys and girls, grab your picks and start to flick. All in the wrist, and don't shy away from picking out an afro, okay? Look, this is something I gotta tell you about Desmond. Desmond, he wants a specific look. He mentioned waves. Now,
Yofonzz, he told you he wanted waves. Yofonzz gonna make it happen.
Still finesse. All right, we're gonna finesse a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and work our way to a lower length. Now, I had a hard time envisioning how this was gonna go down because between the front and the crown, just about the crown area, it was just light enough for me to think twice and move very, very slowly just to figure out what I was gonna do.
Yofonzz, is this a man unit? Why is he cutting it like a man unit? I guess he's explaining it now.
Waves. I'm thinking to myself, okay, waves. Think, Fonz, think. Waves, waves. Do we just go with a lot of length and lay the hair down and miraculously have some type of wave pattern laying down? Look at what we got to work with. Like, where do we go from here? Okay, so I am just trying my best to figure out how I can give him what he's expecting and what he's gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, that number 5 is definitely the move, not the free-handed. That hairline. I wonder if when it was at this length, if doing that foam thing that Yofonzz be doing with the brush and you know what I'm saying, really laying it down, then drying it, and then cutting with the grain again. I wonder if that would have been, I don't know, I ain't no waver, but could he have gotten some waves that way? I don't know. This is a tall task. Boy, Yofonzz is trying to work a miracle. You realize Yofonzz is pretty much fading the top of his hair to make it look as full as possible. Y'all realize that's what he just did, and it worked out pretty damn good.
Okay. All right, so look, Desmond, we have just finished washing your hair, and previous to that, we did a combination of the 1.5 and the 1 guard and a little bit of the 2 to get your hair to where I want it. The idea is to lay the top down, fade the sides. The fade could be affected by where that curve in the head is. I don't know if you noticed the comb. I'm keeping in mind that the curve is where it is, and I need to keep this fade beneath it. You need to keep the fade beneath it, okay? And after that, I kind of move up and debulk from that curve, and I'm gonna start fading down from the highest point down to the lightest point. So if you want to interact with me and get a breakdown of what I do on all my videos, go ahead and follow me on Tune 45 Academy. The link is below.
Together. So he faded down from the bulk. Now he's fading up into the section that he faded down. For a lot of people, man, this is a game breaker strategy for a lot of people. So if you haven't tried this method, you should. Oh yeah, it's coming out blurred.
Now after fading out one side and fading out the other side, we are now meeting both those sides in the middle. I like to leave the middle for last. Lately, it's been working out better for me. It's been easier for me to maintain the shape or the direction in which the fade goes. And lately, fading in sections has been kind of like working out better for me. Let's worry about the foam that we're placing on Desmond's head. Now, again, guys, it's been a while since he's cut it low. I don't know if I mentioned that. I also didn't mention that he told me that the reason it was looking the way it was looking is because he was braiding his hair. Yes, Desmond was braiding his hair, and that's why he had a bit of an undercut going on.
That explains it. He was getting braids with an undercut. And honestly, braids, believe it or not, can be the reason why your hair starts to thin. You're constantly pulling from the scalp, constantly having products on your scalp. Your skin and your scalp, it's the most important part to having healthy hair growth. If there's constant tension on your scalp from the braids, if there's constant oily products on your scalp, you're not keeping your scalp clean, that can lead to thinning and hair loss. It's the same thing with your beards. If you're not taking care of the skin underneath your facial hair, just something to think about, guys.
And it's been quite a while since he's had it this low, right? So I told him, look, I support the wave idea. I support it. Now, I told him realistically, it's not gonna be looking like how the waves look on IG or TikTok or all that stuff. You know, it's not gonna look exactly like that, but I can give you a look that you might enjoy. You know, I've been using a cap on top of the do-rag, so I don't have to tie the do-rag down. You can still keep it compressed, and right after that, I go ahead and get the hooded blow dryer. All right, so after taking the do-rag off, I went ahead and kind of cleared off some of the area that I'm about to line up with aftershave. I feel like after you lay the hair down with some setting lotion, it kind of creates a layer of that product on the scalp. And you know, you don't want too much of that. It's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable for your client. And remember, I'm about to use a lot of enhancements to kind of give them a more, you know, full look around certain areas.
Why you gotta use enhancements to fix the cut, Fonz? You should be able to give him a sharp, clean line without enhancements, Fonz. I swear these barbers be using enhancements to fix these fades, these messed up fades, and these pushbacks. These barbers.
It's mainly the front. We're gonna also cover the crown area a little bit and certain areas.
Now that I see the hairline, look at the hairline. Look at the lineup. You could barely see a lineup. He's gonna create a new lineup.
Mainly the front.
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit there. You're moving too fast, Fonz.
Mainly
the front. Slick. See that lineup right there? Doesn't even exist. He's gonna create a new one. And then when the color washes out, he's not even gonna have his hairline because look, that lineup is not, there's no lineup there. There's no lineup there. That corner right there doesn't exist. That sharp corner, a really nice sharp corner, it doesn't exist. And when the color enhancement washes out,
we're gonna also cover the crown area a little bit, and you know, I'm using the 245 Beam Team machine. I'm using the Shun Cuts Hair Clutch enhancement card. I'm clapping my hands a lot. I'm sorry. I'm also using the black and brown 245 no drip color enhancement. So look, I've been doing color enhancements here and there for like 4.5 years, almost 5 years, and the way I used to do it in the past was it was a headache. You would typically have to use an enhancement brush, then another brush, the little small black brushes. It was just a lot more tools, and it kind of takes you longer on the service because you're using way more tools. And the fact that I'm down to maybe 2 to 3 tools total to do this service, I prefer it. I went a little bit dark with it. I was a little trigger happy, okay? So I'm lightening it up a little bit with more aftershave.
The reason why he's using aftershave, guys, is because of the alcohol in it, right? Alcohol removes the color. If you don't use alcohol, it's gonna be really hard to get this color out. Like, you're gonna hurt your client by trying to scrub it. You're literally gonna have to take off layers of skin to get the color off. Alcohol, easy fix, takes it off, and then you can reapply it once the alcohol is dry.
I was a little trigger happy, I get it. I was shooting away, I was shooting too much. So after I lighten it up a little bit, I come back with some fibers. Now I'm using the dark brown fibers. I got a little trigger happy right there. And look, I feel like this is looking good, and I'm not the only one. There was somebody across from us that was appreciating what was going on. Look at him. Look, I'm pretty sure it was his first time of noticing this type of service. And maybe he wanted it himself.
Yeah, facts.
So, look, at this point, after I...
Yeah, that is too funny. Alls got me dying, bro. It's so true, though, that like that's how it usually works. Guys don't feel comfortable with enhancements until they see other guys in the shop getting enhancements. Then they'll ask about it, right? But guys be acting like they not interested. They are. They are. You just got to do enhancements on your friends, do enhancements on the people that you feel comfortable. You know, the guys that pretty much just tell you, do whatever you want. Those type of guys, or your friends, you know what I mean, that it doesn't matter what they think, you're gonna do what you want. On those guys, give them enhancements and stuff, especially when the shop is packed, you're gonna get eyeballs, I'm telling you. And then people gonna be asking what it is, and then that's your time to shine, that's your time to explain it. Make sure you know how to explain it. But it's so funny that Yofonzz always got the guy in the background.
Go about drying the color enhancement. I come back with the trimmers and then the razor. I'm not using any shave gel on this. I want it to stay dry. And look, there's already layers of product on top of that area around the corners, and that basically is the layer that we need to use the razor. It's not gonna irritate him, I promise you.
Yeah, that thing looking sharp, boy.
Listen, Desmond, I wanted to change your image instantly. I couldn't even let you leave with a silhouette that you walked in with. You know, I know you were rocking it for a while, but please, Desmond, you deserve a better look. You can't go back to this.
I want to see what his last cut looked like fresh. Like with the braids, the fade, whatever he was doing underneath all that hair. I want to see what that looked like. We need pictures, Fonz. I love the reaction. Love it. What a great video, Fonz. Fonz on his way to 1 million subscribers. Easy, bro. Fonz on his way to 1 million subscribers. My dog be making movies, bro. Straight up movies. Y'all go subscribe to my boy, man. Link is in the description. Fonz on his way to 1 million, bro. Let's look at the comment section real quick. Damn, it's time to drop the top, bro. Always gotta be that negative guy. Dude came in with the Fraternity Hell Week special. Yo, that's crazy. I love that during the entire cut, Desmond was trying to hold back a smile, but just barely could. That's, yeah, he seems like a really kind soul, you know what I mean? Yo, this comment section is crazy. Some people walk in the barbershop ready for violence. What? Fonz dope cut, but if you left a little bit on top, it would have been better. See, you don't really know until you have that person in your chair. You don't really know. It's hard to say that through a video. Having a solid hairline can make men look 15 years younger. That's true, man. That's true. Then there goes I feel like there goes a stage in a man's life, like when they're in their 30s, when they go bald and they look like they never age again. Like they freeze time at 35 or something. You know what I mean? There's that as well. The older gentleman's amazement at Desmond's transformation, hilarious. The man can start double for Keenan ways. What? That's so dope. Thank you. Hot damn, I thought he had a man unit. Fonz, you a real one for tackling this monstrosity. More life, my G. Yo, amazing video. If you don't know by now, go subscribe to my boy, man. Yofonzz, one of the goats in this YouTube thing. Yeah, I think that's enough. For me, I'm really happy I reacted to that video, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another banger.